Generic greetings and welcome back to Rimworld. This is something that I have not played in quite some time. I used to feature it quite heavily back in the day. I played the pre-alpha all the way up to alpha 9, which means it's one of the longest construction series I've ever done. But I also was playing other things, hence why I haven't really touched this for so long. But for that very reason, because I've been playing things like Prison Architect and other games quite heavily, I wanted to take a break from that. And since this is coming out on Steam either tomorrow, today, or is already out, I guess it depends on when you're watching this, I thought interest would be quite high. I've already had several requests, so it's the opportune moment. So the idea, if you're not aware what the game is like, it's essentially colony simulator. You are on the planet, either with a tribe or people or whatever, and you crash land on it, whatever scenario you select, and then you have to survive. So it's standard construction series format. I'm going to be taking your feedback, suggestions, comments, etc. in order to improve the colony. Now, fair warning right here, it's going to be a bit of a learning experience for myself because I haven't played this since Alpha 9 and this is now Alpha 14, so there's going to be a lot of new things for me to learn and experience, but hopefully the journey will be interesting, even if the destination is bloody and horrible and full of death. So, new colony, and we'll go with, well, we got Crash Landed, which is the standard Rimworld experience. You survive. You have 3 survivors that crash land on the planet, and you have to build a colony. Rich Explorer, which is one person who just up sticks and thinks he's going to survive on here on his own, and then you've got the Lost Tribe, which is 5 people in a sort of very sort of low-level tribe. You can also go scenario editor and make your own scenario. We're not going to do that. We're going to go with the Rich Explorer because you get one person and that'll be our avatar. We need to select our Storyteller, and that changes the events and things you encounter. So you've got Cassandra Classic, Phoebe Chillax, and Randy Random. We're going to go with Cassandra Classic. Now, I'm ruling out Free Play, Challenge, and Extreme because they're too far at one end of the scale or the other, so I don't really like that. So I will go with Base Builder or Rough. Rough says it's a rough planet, threats can be quite dangerous, and there's no bonuses to colonist mood or crop yields. And then we've got Base Builder, which is a style of game focused on base building. Threats are scaled back quite a bit. I think we'll go with that because it's sort of a little bit of a lower difficulty than the rough one, and essentially because I'm having to relearn most of the game, I think that'll be quite useful. Also, we do want to build a colony rather than it get shot up every 30 seconds. We need to select our seed, so we're going to go with generic seed, and if you want to follow this on, just type that in the seed, and then you would generate a world. There is our world, not bad at all. And we need to select a starting location. Now, we don't really want to be anywhere near the red bits because that's where you've got pirates and such, but there's also green ones as well, which are like good people. Now, you can see it's actually got different colours. This means it's like it's very cold up here because that's an ice sheet. You don't really want to survive there. That's a tundra. You've got like boreal forest and things like that. I think we'll start somewhere quite warm here, and we need to check the growing period. So that's the 11th of winter to the 1st of winter. So that's either a, hang on, the 11th to the 1st. So that's quite a bit of, that's actually quite a long growing period, isn't it? I think we'll go with we want somewhere where it's like, the growing period is quite, I don't know if we want all year round, but we need to check the temperature. Like, that's average temperature is 19 degrees. So that's not too bad, but look at the temperature in summer. It's really, really hot because this is a temperate forest, right? So we don't want tropical rainforest. We don't really want anything like that. We could start on an island, but then we've got no things around here. What's this one here? Look at that one there. That's for some reason in this desert, it's really, really, really cold. We'll go with very long growing periods. So we'll go probably somewhere around here. Oh, this one here. Look at that. It's not too bad. You've got like a little boreal forest in there, which will be quite cold. 11th of winter to the 1st of winter, and that's got a little bit of mountain region. It doesn't freeze over. Look at the average temperature, 18 degrees C. It's going to be quite warm there. 6th of spring to 6th of fall. That's not too bad, and the temperature fluctuation is okay. See, it's also more difficult depending on where you start. So you really have to be a bit careful. We could say select random site, and where's it put us there? Over there. Temperate forest. Do you want to do that one? No, I don't think we do want to do a random one. Let's just start ourselves there. Want to get this winter one there. 11th of winter, the 1st of winter. It's hot, cold. Average temperature 18 degrees C. No mountain region. It's a shame. What about there? Or there? You can see like it all changes depending on where you start. That's not bad. That one there. We're going to go with that one. That one there. So slate, granite, and marble is the stone types. Not much rainfall, which is worrying. But Oh no, it's actually not too bad at all. But the temperature fluctuation is not too bad as well. It's not too hot, not too cold, doesn't freeze over, and the growing period's good. So if you want to follow this on, then it is a sort of bottom left in that little bit there with the mountain region. Select a site. So we now need to create our one character. So we're just going to keep randomizing this. And what we're looking for is someone with good construction, growing, and mining. And this will be the representation of us, our avatar in the game. And there's a servant there. We also want to check the health as well. So you've got things like scars and things like that, which we want to try and avoid. There's a settler there, which is good for mining, growing, construction. Animals is quite high. Not very good shooting, but I don't know. No. Inventor, but lots and lots of cataracts and stuff, which we don't really want when we're going to be on our own. You can handle that if it's... you can pretty much handle that if you are with other people, but not necessarily a good thing. There's a drifter. Drifter with good skill, with basic skills in pretty much everything. That might be a good one. We're going to go with that. So we've got cooking, construction, growing. Everything's middling, which is fine for this person. So we'll go with Derek. We'll actually name them here. Jen Erickson. And obviously we need to some sort of handle, so can't use plus, so I'll have to type it. Okay, so there's ourselves. That's our avatar in the game. Traits: ugly, heat tolerant, and fast walker. Childhood is a music lover, and adulthood is a drifter. Bit weird, not exactly like myself, but that will do us, and we will start it off. So we will generate the map, and then we will land on the planet. And the neuro simulations, holo games, and free orgies were never enough for you. You wanted more, the grit and consequence of real life, and they talk about it in the history books. So, your journey for decades in cryosleep, landing on this unknown Rimworld, real consequences await you. So we then land on the Rimworld, and boom, there we go. We land in a little pod, and then poof, we pop out. And first things first, we need some sort of clothing. Actually, what we'll do, we'll equip the charge rifle. There we go. And we've picked that up, and we don't actually have anything to sort of, well, we don't have any clothing, which is always bad. So let's just pause it for a second and just take a look at our surroundings. We can see that there are some old like, I guess there would be like buildings and walls and other such constructs. Some walls there. You have to be very, very careful at some time, because if you might have an area where you think, oh look, we can dig there, and you dig in it and it's actually like some sort of horrible crypt full of beasties and baddies. I'm just looking around. There's some nice buildings. That. If you go inside that, there'll be cryopods and horrible things in there. Or there might be good ones as well. What's that? Is that like water? Oh yeah, it is deep water, that one. And we've got a turkey. So we are over here, and we've got a bit of a wall, and we've also got like a nice base there. We can actually start going inside here, I think. So let's just see what it says. We need colonist beds, we need to build a room, and learn the storage tab. You can configure stockpiles and storages, blah, blah, blah. What we'll do, we will go to probably outside here, and we'll go for architect, and we'll say our zone and area, and we'll say stockpile, and we'll probably put a stockpile in just the front area here, so 4x6, and that'll do us quite nicely. So unpause it, and then what we want to do is just mark all these so they can be picked up, and what will happen is he'll pick them all up, and then he'll move them all inside here. Excellent. So I want to get them inside here and make sure that it's actually got a roof on as well. So we need to go to architect, and then structure, and then door. And what we'll do, we'll actually change that door to a wooden door. I think we do have some wood. No, we don't actually have any wood at all. But we're going to put one door there. And what we'll do, we will also click on these, and we will chop the wood as well. There we are. So he's going to go around and crack on with all of that. Now, we will have certain levels for what he's going to do. So, for example, if I go to... where is it? If I go to his character... No. Where is it? What the hell was that? Did you hear the little barking or something? Oh, look at some of these animals. There's like a raccoon, turkey. It's got the standard wild boar. And what the hell is that? Is that an alpaca? It is an alpaca. That's cool. Right, so yeah, he's actually going to try and make all of these doors and stuff, so it's now got a thing above it. Now, what I want to do, actually, I want to go to I want to put a roof on this thing. Actually, I don't even know if it's got a roof. So, let's just say roof. She will build it from there. So, build a roof like that. So what he'll do, he'll actually put a roof on the top of it. because not the buildings don't come with roofs anymore. For reasons which I don't really know. Restrict? What the hell is all of that? That is... oh! That is where you can restrict your work time. So, unrestricted is here. It'll only be allowed in home at these times here. Yeah, that's what that means. Yes. You can also set, like, joy times as well, where they will only be... they'll only be, like... able to work in particular times, so they can actually have some time to relax and stuff. And that's one of the new things. We don't really care about that. Animals, we don't actually have any. A curious Yorkshire Terrier. Oh, is that our pet? I think it might be. A male Yorkshire Terrier we've got as an animal running around. Very good. What else have we got? Factions. We've got several factions around here. We've got the township at the valley, which is an outlander town. Good reputation so far. And we got another tribe which got good reputation. These ones, not really very good at all. The Brexus Rego, whoever the hell they are. And then we've got these two at the bottom, the Vultures and the Burakadas Forest, which are, the Barracuda Forest, which are both pirates. So they're obviously wanting to come against us. We go to world, we can see where we are. We don't need to know about that. History, it shows you your overall wealth and things like that. Statistics, same sort of thing, buildings and that. Research, we don't actually have anything to research because, we've got loads to research, but we don't really know anything about it because, we haven't got a research. We haven't got any, like, research buildings. Like, they need to actually place one. So, first things first as well, actually, I think we'll go for our furniture and then beds, and we want to change that to a wooden bed, and we just want to put a wooden bed in. Actually, we'll rotate that round. Rotate it around, and we'll put it there. Alright, there we go. So, you can expect the impressiveness, wealth, and beauty of individual rooms by going to Room Inspect toggle on the right, apparently. There you go. So that one there, you can see its impressiveness is dull, wealth, mediocre, spacious is rather spacious, beauty is ugly, and cleanliness is dirty, which is not good. And we'll turn that off. Right. So he's going to crack on with that. Construction failed, because I'm thinking he's running out of resources. What we'll do is we'll set all these to chop wood, and then eventually we'll actually get all these resources in. So we need to build up a bigger colony, and we need to get some crops up and running. We need to get some electricity. What I really want is some sort of clothing, which is going to be hopefully easy to do. So build a room, it's asking me to do. Yes, I'm aware of how to build a room. And learn the storage tab. What? You can configure stockpiles and storage buildings by selecting them and opening the storage tab above the bottom left inspector plane. Yes, I'm aware. Storage, and you can say what you don't want to be put in there. So we don't want chunks, and we definitely do not want corpses either. Nope, that'll do us quite nicely. Cool, right. There's one thing I wanted to do, and I don't know how they must have changed it around. There it is, that's the priorities there. So he has priority for everything, and you can see it's got low priority. High priority to this side and low priority to that side. So he will firefight anything before, firefight, if there's fire, he will fight it. That's the idea. And then he will do some patient stuff, doctors, bed rest. Patient? I'm guessing that's be a patient. Go to a medical bed and have treatment, yes. And then the far end one is research. You can also say manual priorities as well, which I always found useful, but also sort of quite annoying at the time. Look at that. A male Yorkshire Terrier, age 4. That's really cool. And you can train it as well. Obedience. Can be assigned to a master who can allow it to defend. Yes, we'll have some obedience. Why not? I don't actually... Look at that. You can say slaughter as well. That's really horrible. That is really quite horrible. You can just slaughter the animal. That says unowned. And I'll say... Why is it unowned? Oh, it's because he hasn't slept in it yet, of course. As I said, a bit of a learning experience for myself, so... You can sort of understand it, I hope. Architect, and I think we'll go for power, and we want to have a... Well, it would be nice to have a fusion generator, but I don't think that would be useful. Wind turbine would be good as well, but I think we'll go for a solar power plant, and we're going to put it probably... Oh, we don't have enough stone or anything else. We have nothing, really. We'll wait until he's got all of these resources inside. We'll speed up to max speed while he's cracking on with that. He's going to bring all the resources inside. There you go. And then we'll hide them in there. And obviously there's some food in there. We got several units of food, so that should be okay. Right, so he's really got nothing else to do at the moment. What I'm going to do then is go to Architect and then Zones and Areas. And I want to put a growing zone. And I'll put a growing zone probably just outside here. We'll say about maybe I think we'll say a 5 by 6. And then what we'll do, we will actually have that to potato plants. Yeah, I think that's fine. Plant potato plant. Excellent. So we'll click on that zone. We'll rename it and say put it. Oh, patch. There we go. So that's our potato patch. So you're going to then plant all of that. You can designate where to mine on the architect tab. Yes, I'm aware of that as well. So you can mine away. You can just go to orders. It's all coming back to me. And then mine. And then we've got some resources here. So we can just say carve through the mountain. And then he will crack on with that. At least it's now showing you like little like lines and stuff. So like numbers. So it says how long it is. That's always useful. That one we want to cancel that section. You can also plan as well. There is a planning feature somewhere. It is plan. There you go. So you can plan off what you're going to do. So rough idea. I'm thinking wall, 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 and there's something inside there. We'll have to be very careful about what that actually is. And something like that. No, because we're going to have a hole there, so that won't be good. Probably around here. I think that is what will have a rough wall all the way along the outside. I think that's the idea of it. So we'll have a wall all the way around. I'm going to need to clear all this up. Several buildings. He's cracking on with them patches there. It's going to take him quite a while. And it's also raining. So if I just check him, he'll probably be healthy. Neutral in terms of his thoughts and such. You can see he's got synthetic pants, a charge rifle, and a survival meal. Let's have a quick look at the charge rifle, see what it's like. It is actually really expensive. I guess it is a charge rifle after all, one of the best weapons in it. You can get like standard bows and arrows and other machine guns and stuff, but this one's really good. Needs, there's a fairly big food need and mood as well. You can see, look, below expectations, new colony optimism, ate a fine meal, all nice, but then you've got in darkness, uncomfortable, ate without a table, feeling bad. So there's a lot of things he's not too happy about. Let's speed up to max speed and let him crack on there. What the hell is that? Is that a rabbit? Yes, it is a hare. We could hunt it and see what happens. I also want to mark these wood as like movable, and then he's going to have a little bit of a cape. Oh, nice sleep away there. There we are. So, we've got a stockpile up and running. We've got a roof over our heads. We've got some crops that are being placed. And we've got apparently the dog that just sleeps on its side. A lot of all the animals have actually gotten to sleep as well. Excellent. So, we do need to get ourselves a couple of things. We do need to get a production area where we can have tailoring and such, which would be good. We also need some like other things such as crafting spot. Place for crafting simple things like shivs or bows. Right, so actually, let's pause it a second because he's got nothing else to do. Let us get on with... Well, we do need some mining. So why is he not cracking on with that? Orders. Cancel. Mine. Mine all that out for me, please. And he should crack on. Prioritize mining steel. There we go. And he will now mine all of that. It'll probably take quite a while. Nope, he's now going back to do crops. Fine. So, mining all of this steel. And then, hopefully, we'll then be able to... That's actually loads of silver. What are we going to do with loads of silver? I have no idea. But either way, we've now got some steel. And what the hell is that? A megatherium. I have no idea what that is. It looks like a really overgrown anteater of some kind. That's really bloody weird. Right, close that. We need to... What do we need to do? Trying to think of what our priorities are. It says build a room, but we've already got one of them. I guess we'll follow it on. We'll follow the tutorial-y type thing and see where it brings us. So we need to go to structure and then to wall, but we're going to change that to a wooden wall, and then we'll have a section on here. Actually, we'll go down because it'll probably be a bit easier, and then we'll do that and that, and then we will have a wooden door in it about there. All right, and then we will cancel that, and then what he's probably going to do is turn around and then crack on making this stuff. There you go. Yes, and also we want to also chop that wood down there. Now you can manually change things. Sorry, you can change it. So, for example, you can, instead of having to click on these manually, you can go to like area and then just click and drag on the orders. So chop wood, and you can say, right, chop all of that down. There you go. So he's going to go around here, place all of this, and then obviously we also want to go to zone and area, and then we want to say expand roof, and we want to expand the roof down to there. Now, only once he's actually built the building, though, because otherwise it would be a bit of a nightmare. There we go. And also we need to go to home area, which I'm happy to say now automatically builds, which is fantastic. And sadly, we've got a bit of a problem. We've got this thing inside the building, which is, we could try and tame it. We could try and tame it. I don't know if that would go overly well. Right, yes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say you prioritize cutting that poplar. There you go. And we also need some sort of power now. So we'll go for... Looks it's having a bit of a sleep inside there. We could go inside and take it out, but I don't know if that would be a good thing. I'm not entirely sure. Do you want to go and kill it? No, we'll leave it. Power. So we need a solar generator would be nice, but we don't have enough stored, but we have got some resources over there. So even though it says we haven't got enough stored, we do have resources. And I think we will put it just there, I think. There. Alright. So, need meal source, which we... no way of preparing proper meals from food. Build a stove, campfire, and nutrient dispenser. So we will do that at some point. There is our electrical supply, and what we need to do now is just pour. I will put it at normal speed. We need to actually store that power. So obviously this is our storage area. We can, I think, we'll go for zones, cancel, and we'll actually, oh no, zones. And we want to cancel a section of that off. How do we remove, delete zones? I want to delete a little bit off. Probably this side. There we go. And then we want to go to power. And then put batteries in, which is one there, two there. Alright. And then max speed it. And eventually he will get bored and we'll say, oh, actually, we'll say priorities. Prioritize working on the battery. And we do have the resources over there, just needs to go and pick them up. You see the dog come along and just actually ate some of that there. Now, obviously, this is not powered up. But here's the thing, that's a steel wall, which means it should have, I believe, power connectors in it. If I put like that, we might have power connectors, but we'll see how it goes. We'll prioritize working on that. Does that have any power connectors in it? I don't think it does, which is quite a shame. So, we now then need to run some power conduits. How am I going to do this? I'm actually going to run it all the way around the wall, like so. Like that. We'll cancel that section there. You, prioritize, please. Prioritize working on that. Okay. So he's going to try and place all of this. And that should mean, yes, the battery is now going up. We also need to move that. Because I can't see where the battery is. Battery is going up, as you can see. Stored is going up slowly. This is good. What we need to do now is probably then put some lighting in. Because it's a little bit dark. And that... in the short term is not too bad, but in the long term it's something you do not want because it will slowly reduce their, I guess it would be their like overall happiness. So we're going to put a bedside lamp just above his head, and in here we'll put one, I don't know where we'll put one in here because I don't know what we're going to do with this room, but either way there's a nice little lamp. Excellent. Okay, now the sun's going down. We also need some defense. We've also got a visitor. A lawkeeper from Burdio Barbara is visiting the colony. Where is he? Jump to location. He's over there. Ah, I wonder if I can meet and greet and say how's it going. I can trade with him. Let's see what he's got. Let's have a bit of a trade. Hi. So, he has got a plasteel spear. He's got herbal medicine components and muffalo meat. I really don't want any of that, so I'm just going to say cancel, bye. There you go. So we've had a little chat and introduced ourselves and say, hi, how is it going? I could, if I did have like a... if I had, for example, a jail, I could then actually attack the guy. But that probably would not be a good idea. So, what I want to do now is probably say our architect and then I think probably production. A butcher's table, which will go in that corner. Butcher's table there. And electric stove there. Alright. And then we need like a cooler. So what I'm going to do is have a temperature cooler. So cool goes in. What I'll do, I'll build the room first, because the thing is, if you like kill an animal and just leave the meat sitting there when it's like, well, what is it, 18 degrees sitting outside, then it will not last long. What we need to do is have it so, let me just go structure and then wood. We have to have it so we've got like a cool area, which is going to be this, like so. And then we'll have a wooden door there. And then what we'll do, we'll have a temperature, and then cooler, and then spin that round like so. And then it'll just be that room. But only once I've built it, because otherwise it'll be a bit of a nightmare. So I'll speed up to max speed and get this sleep over with. So far, I have no idea what I'm doing. It says we need defenses. So you know what? Maybe it's best I do that first. So we're going to go to... Hang on, we're just going to... normal speed here, and it will be under security, and then improved turret, and I'm going to put an improved turret probably right in front of this main door. And then what I'm going to do is prioritize working on that turret and get him out of bed quickly, and then tell him to make the turret. There you go. And it is now made. Hopefully it's made. No, we need some components. Failed constructing an improvised turret. Some resources are being wasted, so we failed it. That's a new thing. That's never happened before. So we now have a turret. Excellent. I'm now also going to disengage it. Hang on. Note this only designates that the colonists should flick the switch. Nothing actually happened until they flick the switch. So what we do is we then say... Actually, no, we'll not bother then. So what you used to be able to do... What's he doing? Is he just staring there? It says... Oh, he's praying. Huh. That's where I've never seen that before. I'm guessing it's because of the... we're going to assign the animal area. We're going to assign the dog to only the home area. Yeah, I've never seen them do that. I'm guessing that's because of this thing here. They were doing anything at this time, so this is unrestricted. Interesting. And we can actually force them to do joy stuff then, if you really wanted to do that. Might as well put it on there. Excellent. So, speed up to max speed. They're going to crack on. You couldn't. You used to be able to turn the turret off. In fact, you still can do that. That would be something you can do. But it looks like you can't automatically switch it on or off, which I can understand. The problem we have is that this Magtherium, whatever it is just messing around in this area, which is problematic at best. Let me just click on this stockpile and storage, and I want to say foods. I want to say, what sort of foods? We don't want to have any raw food. We do not want to have raw food in there. And chunks. We don't want to have any chunks in there. Raw resources. We don't really. Oh, that's fine. So we've set that. So this is. We're going to actually rename this thing. I think rename the stockpile. That says stockpile. Stockpile. The generic stockpile, which can have most things in. But then we also want zone stockpile. There we go, and then we'll rename that to meat. And then what we want to do is got storage. We want to say clear all, and we want raw resources for raw food. Well, if we check that, it's like meat, animal products, things like that. So that's where that is stored. All right, that's where that thing is stored. Excellent. And then what we need to do is go to the it'll be temperature, and we failed to construct that, which is bad. We'll spin this round, and you can see it's now going to be, it'll cool this area, we hope. I don't think we'll have any power, but we'll see. We might not have enough power. We might need another I think we will actually need another power generator, another solar generator. I think I'll put it there. Obviously he's got a lot of resources to gather. Make colonist work table. You need to open the builds. Oh yes, we need to build. So we actually click on this, and you say builds, add a bill, and you can say butcher creature, and it says do X times. Actually, we'll say do until we have X. Do not have a target because there's multiple unpredictable products. Oh god, grief! I forgot how complex this game can actually be. And you can see the electric store, you can say add bill, and you can say cook fine meal, cook simple meal, things like that. And you need different resources for that. What I really want to do is take this thing out. I'm actually going to give it a go. I'm going to say hunt. I'm going to tell him to actually prioritize hunting. Now let's just see how this goes. I do have a charge rifle, so hopefully we'll work out. Yeah, that hit it. Yeah, that's definitely hitting it. It's probably not going to be too happy about this. Nope, it's definitely not too happy about it, but it's also not attacking me. Oh, I think it's dropped down. Yeah, it's definitely on the ground now. It's in shock. Well, you would be after being hit with a charge rifle several times, wouldn't you? Yeah, I think that's gone. Okay, so we're then going to butcher it, because that's what I set this thing to. As you can see, we'll speed up a bit to max speed. And then we now get some leather, and we also get some meat. Excellent. This is good. I actually want to prioritize. Why can't we do that? Why can't we prioritize? Need materials. I'm guessing because we haven't got these. That's bad, because these now have a spoil rate. Spoils in a day because it's not refrigerated. Ah, crap. Well, I think we're going to leave it there because I need to resolve that very quickly. I thought we'd be able to prioritize that, but we do need resources. We need steel and we need components. And we have some components there, but we don't have the steel. There's the steel over that side, according to this. Oh, we're actually feeding. Oh, we're trying to do some obedience training. It's just not working. Right, I'm guessing I'm going to have to prioritize mining. How many resources do we need? 90. And we've got 73. We'll get there, but it's going to be a bit of a... We're going to have to be very, very quick because we really need to get that not spoiled. We need to refrigerate that area. Either way, that is not a bad start. As always, though, this is a construction series. I want to hear your comments, feedback, suggestions, etc. Other than, just start again because you're crap, because, you know, that just doesn't need to be said. Hope you enjoyed it so far. Let me know in the comments where you think we should go from here. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Should probably clean the blood up in there as well. It's a bit unclean.